Parenting. I am of the honest opinion that parenting is inarguably one of the most difficult tasks ever. And to that end, I think it is only fair to our parents that we cut them some slack. Most of our parents do not know any better themselves. I know because, they are human beings and they are not infallible. But there's an era of parenting that I have witnessed over the years that I would like to probably just touch on before I go on to other important concerns. I have often heard parents tell their girl child that a particular set of behavior is not good enough to make them wife materials. Like you would hear them say in Nigerian parlance, at this rate, no man will really marry you. I think that's a social conditioning that is very questionable. I think so. And here's why I think so. I think so because they make these young girls prepare their whole life for one single purpose, to end up as a wife. There's nothing wrong with that if you look at it. But the truth is, when you condition a young woman to think that her goal in life is to become somebody's wife, then you have limited her. Because women can become presidents. Women can become inventors. And I don't know why African parents think it is a taboo to actually raise their girl child by telling them that marriage is a choice and not a requirement. We all cannot get married now, can we? And that conditioning is why, if you look at the average African woman or the average African girl, they have a trajectory that ends them up in the house of a man. They get born. From the time they are born, they begin to fantasize about getting married. They don't fantasize about becoming the CEOs of businesses or anything of that nature. They somehow leave that to the male folk because they've been conditioned by an era of parenting that their journey is supposed to end them in the man's house. So you hardly see men fantasizing about becoming business owners, CEOs, and the likes. They're usually fantasizing about becoming Asaudubu, the wife of some rich man somewhere, as though it is a taboo for women to be rich themselves. But like I said, it's an era of parenting that I feel we need to address. It is okay to be a wife, but it is also okay to be a rich woman. For some reason, they seem to treat money as an exclusive reach of the male folk alone. And that's because they've been raised to think that their life is supposed to be such that they must depend on a man. It's an error of parenting. It is an error of parenting. And I hope that the crop of parents that, are coming out will understand this and raise their girl child better. Women are not designed to become exclusively wife materials. Women can become inventors. Women can become presidents. Women can become business owners. I hope we're able to raise better women. Cheers to the future.